From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Start.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go now.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. Open man is Denzel Mims. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Rig alert. Rig alert.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bengals at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Hurts. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
11 MT. 11 Thomas.
They go play action with Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Bass. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. And that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Again, it's Burrow. Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Hurts throw here, caught by Mims. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Go!
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Hey, smash Broncos! Ready?
Again, it's Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Ready?
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Get set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Eluding the pressure right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. That time on the punt, and the Bengals take over, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Go!
Handoff, Strong, run left. And some space here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On first down, right back to Strong. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well, as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Finding space at the 40. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
11 MT take. 11 MT take. 12.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
11.
To the air again, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They've gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Come on.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
18, 5 in. Warriors, 17.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
11 empty, 11 empty. 11 Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here we go, here
so
we go.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
11, 11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's pass.
11 MT. 12. 11. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. And a quick throw here that's complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
11 mighty.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Bass. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
11.
Burrow will throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Touchdown, Washington. Darren Waller, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown him.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but... Good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come on, come on. Hey.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Here we go, here we go. 11, MT, take. 11, 12, 12, 12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pass.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, there's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
I'm one, right? 11. 12. 12. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to a Washington first down. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now Burrow on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Cut. Ready? Go.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running.
Okay,
and if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second and 1. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. He'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A huge play there for Washington.
Here we go.
43 yards.
Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow, and it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball. Because
he rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Washington, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.